are you, folks? Jason Horowitz, glad to be with you on the Toyota College Football Preview Show. Each and every week, we'll be breaking down the most important games in the top 25. Each game, an individual segment right here on CBSSports.com. This time, it's the Pokes and the Dogs. Oklahoma State visiting number 13, Georgia. And to break it all down, as he will all season long, we'll bring in Spencer Tillman from Houston. And Spencer, let's actually start with Oklahoma State in this one, the underdog without a doubt. But the offense last year was one of just two teams in the country, along with Boise State, that averaged 200 yards rushing and 200 yards passing. How big of a problem is that for a Georgia defense that's so untested?
Well, it's going to be huge because, first of all, Mike Gundy, their head coach, he knows about this spread offense. He's going to spread them out big time. And one of the key tenets is on defense, you've got to be able to tackle well. The fundamentals become increasingly important. And since they have so little experience on the defensive side of the ball, Jason, you hit on the point. 200 yards passing, 200 yards rushing, that's pretty strong to contend with. But I think Georgia's going to be coached well. Willie Martinez, the defensive coordinator, is fundamentally sound. He has a good team in terms of athleticism. They're just not tested yet. So it's going to be a big problem. In fact, if you go on the Oklahoma State website, you will see them touting how prolific they actually are on offense. They have stated, and their marketing department has gone on record as saying they are the most powerful offense in all of football, and it's certainly gotten Georgia more than a little bit agitated.
Well, they may be with Bobby Reed, and remember the name Bowman, one of the best receivers in the country. But defensively, last year they couldn't seem to stop anyone. The offense, it was the reason they went 7-6, because the defense wasn't very good. They faced a sophomore quarterback in Matt Stafford. He struggled early. He did lead Georgia to some big wins late. How does he fare come Saturday?
Well, he's going to do exceptionally well, but one of the things about Oklahoma State, I've looked at them, everybody's talking about their offense, but it's their defense that has speed rushers on the outside, and they've got a solid core of linebackers. But the thing about the sophomore quarterback, Matt Stafford, he's stabilized a little bit. In talking to him, he is totally different style quarterback than he was his freshman year. He's making wiser decisions. He's taking care of the football, and that's what you need to do when you're with a young team. You need to be a steward of this offensive system and let Mark Richt do his trick as an offensive coordinator, as a head coach, and that is move you down the field without making errors. So if he plays within himself, and it's cliche, but that's exactly what he has to do in order to come away with the win against the Cowboys.
Spencer, a lot of people picking Georgia to maybe be an upset winner as far as winning the SEC East, but a lot of people picking Oklahoma State to maybe be an upset winner in this game. Who do you got?
Well, I've got to go with Georgia. You know, when you go between the hedges, you've got a big challenge on your hand. I think Oklahoma State is not going to be intimidated. They've got a tremendous swagger coming in there because, again, very few teams were able to amass the type of offensive numbers that Oklahoma State did. Third in offense total in the nation. They're pretty proud about that. They'll come in, they'll try to make it a track meet, but Georgia's tradition will win out in the end.
All right, thanks a lot, Spencer. We'll be with you all season long. Stay right there. We'll continue to break down games throughout week one. All right, there you have it, folks, a breakdown of Oklahoma State and Georgia. OSU hasn't won the league since it was the Big Eight in 1978. See if they can get the year outside the conference off to a good start in a very hostile environment, as Spencer mentioned. For Spencer Tillman, I'm Jason Horowitz. For more on this game or the rest of college football in Week 1, stay right here on CBSSports.com. Take care.